video, we'll be looking at how to uh, draft a plan in AutoCAD. Okay, I have this sketch plan that was sent to me by some client, so we are going to draft it and we'll see how we can come about plan. So this video is going to be a bit short. Now, what we will do first is that we have to convert all these. They are in feet, and uh, we need to convert them to millimeter. So before we start, what we need to do first is that let me take this thing out and let me come here, say stay on top. So it will stay on top of this. All right, before I start, I don't want this graph. I will put it off. I'll turn it off like this so that I can have a plain ground. So the first thing I will do is that I will change my units by typing units. Okay, I'll type units. I'll change this into precision, then millimeters, and I'll leave this the way it is like this, and I will say okay. All right. Now, first thing we need to do is to convert this. This is 26 feet 3 inches. So I'm going to check my calculator. Okay, I will convert this. First of all, I will say this. You can see is out to out. Okay, from this edge to this edge. So I'll come here. I'll select length. All right, then I will type feet. 26 feet. That's about 7,925. 7,925 millimeter. All right, then the 3 inches, which is 25 per inches, 25 per inches. So we have 75 inches. Okay, 75 inches. So if we plus our 7,005, that is let's go back to calculator. Okay, standard. It says 75 7,925 plus 75. Then we have 8,000. So up here is 8,000 millimeter. Then this one is at 32 feet 32 feet by 3 inches. So what we'll do is go back here again, say length. We will do 32. Okay, sorry, let me cancel this. Say 32 feet. Okay, that's this 9,007 760. Let's approximate it to 750 plus 75, which is the 3 inches at the back. So what we'll do is that it will now be 9,000. Okay, so we'll come here. Let's change it so that we can be certain. Now 9,760 plus 75. So we have 9,835. So this side here now is 9,835. So without wasting much of our time, let's quickly draft that out. Come to line, then we'll say from here. Now I want the line to be straight. There is what we call auto mode. Okay, you see I can just rotate at any angle, but I'm going to turn on the auto mode here. You can see it's straight now, except I come down on left. The shortcut for turning auto mode on is F8. Okay, just turn on your F8. So I will just type what do we have. We have the first one, which is 8,000. Okay, I press enter. Okay, then the next one I will say 9,835 and I'll press enter. So now we have our shape. I can say Z enter, A enter just to zoom it. Okay, can drag this to an edge here. Let's bring it here. Okay, now, so what we have now is that I will come here and I'll copy this. I'll put it here. At the same time, I'll copy it and I will put it here. Okay, now we have our area of our sketch. So now what we will do is that this is 10 feet by 12 feet. Then this is 14 feet by, so this is 3000 by 3.6 here. 3000 by 3.6. Okay, then 14 feet. Let's check 14 feet. What is 14 feet will give us? So we are going to cancel, let's say 14 feet. That's okay, 4,270. Let's just say 4,270. Okay, now 12 feet will give us 3,003.6. Okay, let's say 3.6. So now what we are going to do is that the size of our wall is 225. Okay, we will come here with offset. The shortcut for offset is OF. Then you see offset. So we are going to first of all get our size of wall. I will type 225 and I'll say enter. Then I will come here like this. I will offset all the wall. Okay, and I will press enter. Then from here to here, what did it say it is? Which is 14 feet equals to 4,265. 4,265. So we are going to offset 4,265 from here. Okay, so we will say 4,265. Press enter. Then I will take from this internal wall and I will put it here. Okay, so I'll put it here. Then we have our, and I'll come back here. I will say 225 again. I'll offset the wall. Then we have the 3,000. Okay, now I'll come back here. I will say 3,000. Okay, and I will offset it like this. And I'll come back again, put 225 to get the wall. Then from here to here is 12 feet, which is 3.650. So I will come here and I will say 3,650. I'll press enter and I will offset the wall like this. Then I'll come here, get my wall 225 and I will offset it like this. Now we have this space and this space. Okay, now what we will do is that we will get this place out. Okay, now this is 6 here, 6 foot from here to this wall. So what I'm going to do is, what is 6 foot? Okay, let's type 6 foot here. That's 1,830. Let's say 1,830. So I'm going to put 1,830. Then I will offset from here. You can see it's almost the same thing. So I would rather not offset it because it has already defined itself. All right, so we will come here and select trim. Shortcut for trim is TR. Okay, when I select here, I'll press enter, then I'll press enter again. Then I can trim this place out. I can as well trim this place. Okay, then I will trim here, I will trim here, I'll trim here, and I'll trim here. Okay, now we have this space, this space, this space, this space, and this space. Okay, pardon me, there's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to be. Let me say, let me come to trim. I'll come here, I'll trim here. Sorry, select trim, press enter, enter. Then I'll trim here. Okay, and I will trim here out. All right, so we have our wall like this. I'll trim all this. I'll trim this. I'll trim this. trim this, all of this extra wall line rather. I will trim them. I'll trim. Okay, then I'll trim this, and I'll trim this. So what we have now, so I have this rule and I have this rule. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is that this one says 10 feet by 12 feet. Okay, 10 feet by 12 feet. So what I will do is that I will offset 10 feet from here, but first I will do my wall 225. I press enter. I will offset the wall, then 10 feet. So 10 feet is 3000 by what is that, 7 inches. Okay, let's say 7 inches. 7 times 25 equals to, that's plus 3000. Sorry, plus 3000. So we have 3175. Okay, 3175. I'll type 3175 and I'll say enter. Then I will offset to this place. Are we good? So now I will get my wall at the same time here, like this, 225, and I will press, I will offset it. Then from this wall to this wall, that's about 5 by 8. So what is 5 feet? 5 feet, okay. Let's get our 5 feet, all right. Now 5 feet is 1525. Okay, now I will come here, 5 feet, 1525. I'll press enter. Then from here I'll just offset. You can see it's almost the same thing, just a little bit further than it. So rather I will leave it that way so that when we are getting our grid lines, it will show. So what I will now do here is that I will get our 8 feet and 7 inches. Okay, so 8 feet, this is 8 feet now, plus that's 2004 2440, 2440. Okay, 2440 plus 175, that's 2006. I can copy this. Okay, now we will come here, we want to offset this place to this place, and I will come here, I will now say, I can paste, okay, sorry, I will come here, I will say 2000, what do we have, 2615, 2615. I press enter and now from here offset this to this place. Okay, then I will come here again, get my 1225, then I will offset it inside. Okay, then I'll come to trim. I will select this line and I will press enter. Then I will trim. Oh, sorry. I will come to trim. I'll press enter. Then I'll trim here, trim here, trim here. Then at the same time, I'll trim here, I'll trim here, like that. So I can extend this back. Okay. Then after that, what I will do now is, okay, this place is good like that. So what I will do is I'll get from here to here, which is 4 feet. All right. What is 4 feet? So 4 feet, let's look at it. Let's get 4 feet is 1220. Okay, 4 feet is 1220. I'll come here, 1220. Then I will offset it like this. Okay, then I can press extend. Okay, instead of trim, this is extend. Okay, and you can use any of them interchangeably. All you just need to do is to press shift and hold shift on your keyboard. Okay, you can now trim this, can trim this, can trim this. Okay, now this is going to serve as a wardrobe. Now we have defined our floor, our plan. Okay, so I'm going to trim this, and trim this. I'm going to trim this, trim this, and I'm going to trim this, trim this. Okay, now if we dimension our floor, you will see that we have almost everything the way it's supposed to be. Now, before we proceed, you can see it now. This is our floor plan. Then we will go ahead and begin to open our doors and our window. But first, we are going to open the doors for this. I'm going to create a column here, just like a kind of a simple column. So I'm going to come here, I'll say 225. Okay, I'll offset here. Then I'll come to line to close it up like this. I'll draw another line to close it up. So we have our design, we have our draft floor plan. So what we are going to be doing is open the door. There's one door here, there's door here, there's door here, and there's another exit door here. So the entrance door, we are going to be using 1, 2. So I'll come here and I'll offset, I'll say 1200. Okay, and I'll put it here. Then I'll come to extend. Okay, I'll extend this, and I'll trim this, and I'll open here. So we have opened that side. Okay, then we will come here as well. We will offset 900. 900. Okay, I have 900 here, and I have another 900. Okay, then I'll say trim. I'll I'll extend, I'll extend, I'll trim, and I'll trim. I'll extend this, and I'll extend this. Or before then, there's something we ought to have done so that we can have our frame. You see there's a little bit frame here. Let's say we offset from here, we will say 150. Okay, 150 here, 150 here. Then we delete this. Let me delete this. It deletes it. I select it and I click delete on my keyboard. So I'll come back here again and I'll now say 900. All right. Then I will offset it here. I will offset it here. Then I'll say trim. I'll extend this, extend this, extend this, extend this, trim it, trim it, trim it, and trim it. Then we are going to open here. So we have our door opening here. Okay. Then we have another door that we need to open here. So what we will do is that I will come back here and I will say 150. Okay, 150. I think the door is here. You're supposed to open it like this. Then we will say 750. The restroom door is 750. Then we'll come to extend, trim. Okay, press enter. Then I can now trim this, can trim this, and I can trim this. Okay, so we have another 900 here. Okay, which is the exit door from the dining and kitchen. This is the kitchen, this is the dining. All right, so we are going to say another 150. Okay, here. Then we'll say another 900 like this. Then we will say extend, we click trim, press enter, then we click and click, we trim this, we trim this. Now you can see we have all our door open. All right, so we are going to dimension this now. In our next class, we will look at how to open windows and how to draw a representative of doors like this. But before then, let's go to dimension. Just type DIM and select dimension star. Okay, then you click on modify. and I'll come to fit. I'll increase this to 7 and I will say okay and close. Then I can now come to dimension. Okay, I'll come from here to here. The dimension is still small. Then I'll go to dimension again, dimension style, modify, go to fit. Let me select 20. I'll say okay and I'll say set current. Then okay. So if I come back here, let's see, supposed to have increased, though it's still not yet increased. Okay, so what we'll do is that dimension style, then we'll come to modify. I'll come to text, then I'll increase the text to, let me say, 75. Okay, then my line, I'll come here and I'll say fix and I'll say length to be 50. Okay, then set current. I'll say okay. Wow, it's now too big. So let's go back here. Dimension style. Okay, say modify. Text height. Text height is too big. Let's say 10. Okay, then set current and close. So we have our dimension. You can see it now. So from this room to this room, we can also have here like this. You can see like this, then like this as well. Okay, then this should be 3.6, 3000 by 3.6. You can see that. Then we have here and we have here like this. So that is that about drafting a floor plan. So this, we have used this sketch. Now next class in the future, we'll see how we can put window, doors, and we are going to assign layers to doors, to windows, to walls, and many more like that. See you next time.